Hey there, Kyle here, and today we are checking out the Squier Paranormal Series Thinline Cabronita Telecaster. That was a mouthful. Let's do it! Alright guys, hope you're doing great out there today. If this is your first time here at my channel, my name is Kyle, and what I do here is I check out effects pedals, amplifiers, and guitars, and I bring you guys along for the ride. So if you're into those sorts of things and you're into punk rock, indie, alternative rock style riffing, consider hitting the like button and subscribing so you don't miss any more of my stuff. Thanks! Alright guys, so today I am checking out my very first Thinline Telecaster guitar ever. This is the first one I have ever held in my hands, and I gotta say right off the bat, I'm having a lot of fun with this guitar. This is the Squier Paranormal Series Thinline Cabronita Telecaster. Starting off with the body, we have a semi-hollow construction here. Squier's website says that this guitar is made of poplar. For some reason, I thought it was made of a different material, but Squier says poplar, so I'm gonna have to believe him. It has a solid block of wood going down the center, and it has hollow wings, I'm pretty sure. Maybe just the top portion is hollow. For the pickups, we actually have two Alnico Jazzmaster style pickups mounted to this thing, so it makes for a pretty interesting combination. We've got the short style hardtail bridge here. We have a three-way pickup selector that actually feels pretty solid. It's very, very clicky. It's very satisfying. For the pots, we just have a volume and a tone, and they're nice and smooth. They don't make any grinding noises or anything like that. And on the back of the guitar, we have a string through body. Moving on to the neck, we have a 22 fret maple neck with a maple fretboard, and we've got narrow, tall frets on this guitar. Pretty much the same thing you're gonna find on just about every other Squier. We've got a synthetic bone nut, and we have sealed machine tuners. These ones, for whatever reason, feel very, very stiff compared to the rest of the Squier guitars that I recently got. If you guys missed my Squier unboxing video, I'll put a link down in the description. I grabbed a whole bunch of these on Blowout from Pro Audio Star. But yeah, the tuners on this guitar are definitely very, very stiff compared to the other ones. I'm not sure why that is. They seem to be the same as the other Paranormal offset Telecaster that I just reviewed, but they make it a little bit difficult to tune. And also, I am noticing the nut on this particular guitar not cut very well, because I can feel both the high E and the B string. Had to think about it for a second. Those both seem to be binding up in the nut slots, and these are the stock strings. I haven't even changed them out to a heavier gauge yet, which is something that I have been doing on all these Squier guitars after I've been reviewing them. So I imagine when we go up to that thicker string gauge, I'm gonna need to do some work on the nut here in order for those strings to not get completely stuck when I go to tune it. But otherwise, fretwork on this guitar feels awesome. I'm not feeling any high frets. I haven't done a deep dive on any of the fretboards of these guitars yet, but I'm able to get the action fairly low. The action seems low enough out of the box, and I'm not getting any any sort of fret buzz. The frets are nice and smooth on the ends. The fretwork seems to be well done. This has the same C-shaped neck that is on the Paranormal offset Telecaster. feels very nice. And yeah, overall, for a $399 guitar, I don't really see it lacking anywhere. And as you guys heard in that intro clip, to me personally, I haven't played any of these guitars yet, but seems to have a really unique sound. Like, obviously it's louder acoustically because it has the F-hole up top and it has the semi-hollow construction, but it seems louder through the amp too. When I'm playing into the clean channel, it just seems to be projecting more and kind of does have that Jazzmaster style tone to it, but with a little bit more body due to the semi-hollow construction. Whatever it is, I dig it. It sounds really good, especially with a little bit of overdrive. It just sounds like rock and roll, like straight up. As soon as I strummed a chord, sounded really good. It sounded surprisingly full on the really high gain settings. So we're gonna go ahead and we are gonna listen to this thing. I'm gonna stop talking about it. We're gonna start on a clean tone. We are going into my PV Classic 20 mini head here. Clean channel through a PRS Stealth 2x12 cab with an SM57 on the stock vintage 30. I have an assortment of kind of drive pedals down here, which I'll put up on the screen now, and we're gonna kind of go through them. So starting off, this is straight clean on just the bridge pickup. And moving into the middle position. And into the neck position. So the neck position is nice, and I actually really like the neck on this guitar. And the guitar is falling out of tune pretty quickly because, again, these stock strings just are not holding tune for me whatsoever. But overall, these pickups just seem a little bit brighter, spankier, a little bit more lively than the actual Telecaster pickups and the offset Telecaster that I just reviewed. These, to my ear, are just much more pleasing out of the box. I think these have a really nice sound to them. Of course, it's going to come down to personal preference, but I found those to be a little flat. This guitar, just really alive sounding, especially through the amp. It's got a nice bite, but it's still nice and full. I'm digging it for myself personally. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of overdrive going. Let's hit it with the all pedal Alchemy. This is like a mini Klon style pedal. All right, I think now it's in tune after the third tune-up. So like I said, just that classic, slightly overdriven rock and roll tone on this guitar sounds really, really good. It's really nice and alive, and I don't know, man. I'm just a big fan. I really like the bridge pickup on this, especially the neck pickup, again, with a little bit of drive on it. Just enough body, just enough output, but it just still has a nice clarity to it, a nice bite. And again, that just reminds me so much of just a lot of classic rock and roll tones. How about the middle position? I would say that's probably my least favorite of the sounds on this thing so far. It definitely doles out a lot of that bite. I kind of thought that they would combine a little bit better, but it's definitely far more mellow. But for the clean tone, it actually sounds really, really nice. So there you go. All right, we're gonna turn that reverb off. Let's hit it with something that has a little bit more output. Here is the Nobles OD. Personally, I think that sounds awesome. That has a lot of aggression. Again, just, yeah, good sounding rock and roll pickup. Let's go over to the Friedman BEOD on the blue channel. This is gonna be a little bit more of a higher gain tone. So definitely a lot of bite. I'm not sure. Usually with the way that I have the pedal dialed in right now, it sounds a little bit dull even on my other single coil guitars. And right now it's pretty bright. So let's pull the mid back. Let's pull the treble back a little bit more. Man, this is just a good sounding guitar. I really like this thing. Let's go into the really high gain channel on the BEOD. Really like it for that, man. That is a nice high gain rhythm tone. Let's play a little bit of a lead. You guys know I'm not a lead player, and pretty much all of my leads are the same pentatonic licks, so bear with me. All right, let's hit it with a fuzz. So again, that was the all pedal Love Fuzz, really thick stoner doom style tones from single coil pickups. It's doing the thing, man. It sounds good. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the front of this BEOD with an overdrive, and we're gonna play a metal riff real quick. Alright guys, that is gonna be it for me today. That is gonna do it for me today. That's gonna be it for me today. Something. I'm done here is basically what I'm trying to get at. What did you guys think about the Squier Paranormal Series Cabronita Thinline Telecaster? I think you guys know my opinions on it because I've pretty much been gushing about it through the entire video. I really dig this thing. It is a completely different type of guitar than I'm used to, and I love it. Like personally, I really enjoy this guitar. I wish that the version that I got was like the Sunburst with the anodized gold pickguard, because that's what I really want for myself. But this will do for now. The neck on this thing, really, really great. Again, that thin C, 9.5 inch radius, narrow tall frets, feels really comfortable in the hand for me personally. It's always gonna be a matter of opinion, but what is not a matter of opinion is this fretwork is excellent. The stock setup of the guitar out of the box, I have not touched it. Feels great. I'm sure I can get it even better with a little bit of tweaking. The stock strings suck. Stock tuners are a little stiff. The nut needs a little bit of work for the strings binding up in the nut. But yeah, really enjoyed playing this guitar. I really enjoyed these Alnico Jazzmaster pickups in this thing. It just makes for a really unique tone in my opinion. And it's familiar, yet it's different enough to just be something special. I really enjoy it. I really liked playing this thing, especially for just some like old-timey, loud rock and roll style riffs with a little bit of reverb on it. Sounded really good for that stuff. Both the neck and the bridge pickup were great, very lively. But yeah, those are my opinions. What are your opinions? What do you think about the guitar tones? The tones that I got out of this guitar, let me know down in the description. Have you played one of these? What are your thoughts on them? Do you own one? Whatever it is, I'll meet you guys down there to chat about it. Thank you so much for watching today. If you want to support what I do here, in the description of this video are my affiliate links, like Sweetwater and Zounds. You guys click on those links, and it greatly helps this channel move forward. I really appreciate it. Or you can add your name to this list of incredible people by joining my Patreon community, supporting the channel that way. Everything that goes into the Patreon goes back into this channel for new gear for me to check out with you guys. So if you join that, I'll love you forever, whether you want me to or not. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Kyle here again. We'll see you next time. You know what this wall is missing? Another amp. There we go.